Gunnr is probably the first Valkyrie you'll face, and she can be surprisingly tough. But in this video I'll break down every one of her attacks and show you exactly how to dodge, counter and punish them. You will find her up north beneath the dead giant. This will be right after you defeat Magni and Modi, which unlocks the magic chisel that you use to carve the runes into the sealed doors. Now fighting her once you have gotten the chisel can be a serious hurdle. But with this guide you will know exactly how to recognize her attacks and make her wish that she never opened her wings in the first place. Firstly, she does a charge where she swings her weapon at you twice. Normally, you can parry this by waiting until she moves her weapon downward on her first attack. If you miss this, you won't be able to roll away from the second one, but you can still parry it and retaliate with a counter of your own. The reason I said that you can normally parry this is because if you waited until much later, which is normally the best way to tackle the Valkyries, which is after the main story, you can stand there with your block and tank both attacks. But this doesn't afford you with the same punish window as you would have gotten with a parry. Her second attack is one where she'll jump up into the air and charge down at you with her weapon, which can deal a big chunk of damage if you are caught by it. This will be marked with a red ring if your level is too low, meaning that you can't block or parry the attack. Your best bet will be to dodge to the side because this doesn't track once she starts moving. However, if your level is high enough, this attack will be marked with a yellow ring, meaning that you will at least be able to parry the attack, but it doesn't stun her at all, so you'll have a smaller window to counter if you take this route. By dodging, you can take advantage of her recovery time and deal extra damage, which of course helps you out in working your way to victory. And as a little side note, Atreus can't interrupt this with his arrows, so don't even try using them. Her last attack is one with which you'll want to familiarize yourself with because it's a staple of every Valkyrie, and that is the wing swipe. Now, the wing swipe on its own is no real threat. You can just hold down your block button no matter what level you are and you'll be just fine. The problem comes in when she decides to stab you in the face with her wing, and this follow-up is always marked with a red ring. If this hits you, it'll hurt. Luckily, you can dodge to the right, which leaves her exposed to a counter attack since it takes her a while to recover. As always, Atreus' runic attacks do a great job at stunning any of the Valkyries, which gives you ample opportunity to get in some juicy damage. However, his basic arrows don't really do that much, so don't concern yourself with them. I know that Gunnr is the easiest of the Valkyries, since she is the first one you'll be able to stumble into, but I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't cover all of the Valkyries. I hope this helped someone overcome their first Valkyrie. If it did, let me know down in the comments or feel free to share some of your own advice. And if you've watched one of my previous Valkyrie videos, you'll know that I give a live demonstration of how all these tactics are implemented, so have a look. Alright ladies and gentlemen, here we are with Gunnr. Likely the first Valkyrie you'll face. She is right up here north on the map. This is right after you've defeated Magni and Modi. Well, not in my playthrough, I've finished the main story, which is the correct way to tackle the Valkyries, by the way, because they are end-game content. But she is still the easiest. But as with any Valkyrie, run in and blast her with your strongest runic attack. As you can see, it stuns them for a good little while. Whip out the blades. Get in. Oh no, I missed that attack. But it gives me an opportunity to hit her furthermore. There's the wing swipe. This normally comes in with a face stab. I don't really have another name. Throw that attack with your axe. Like I said, I recommend the light attack because the heavy attack is a bit too slow. Let's see what she does. There comes that attack. If you miss that parry, you can parry the follow-up. Let me see if I can trigger her to do that. I don't really want to because I'd like to take her down without taking damage, but you guys know it will have been intentional. Right, there's that attack, and you can. Okay, never mind. I was a bit too fast there. That attack, always throw with the light axe attack. I'm not too worried. There we go. That attack and oh my goodness, no. We're gonna try that again. I just need to trigger her to do that. There you go. You can counter the first one. Probably gonna do the stab. Dodge to the right. Always dodge to the right. It just works the best. Let's finish her. Oh my goodness, it didn't finish her. Let me show you Atreus' runic attack. Look at this, it just stuns the living crap out of her. I can just stand here and do virtually nothing. But it doesn't do all that much damage, so don't worry too much about it. There we go. See, you can come in with that second one and still be able to parry, but she moves too fast for you to be able to roll out of the way. I have fought her at least 15 times for this video, so trust me, you can't get away from it. But attack, always throw it, and let's see if we can finish her off. There we go, and Gunnr is down. Rip off her wings. I always show this because it's so damn satisfying. And here comes the spirit of the Valkyrie. While she chats, just want to show you, as always, I am playing on Give Me a Challenge. You can play this on any difficulty. The tips I've made works for all the difficulties and all levels. But if I missed anything, do let me know. Back to the video. That's it for Gunnr, guys. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by hitting that like button. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. And as a side note, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right. If not, please correct me. But until then, stay safe and may God bless you all.